Thursday, March 2023. Would everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. Dwayne, I see you brought the hired gun with you. You got him out. You got him out of,
Some Austintown support.
I'm telling you,
I know.
his mother's the best employee that Austintown ever had.
Here you go.
Joe, you're almost like Carol. Just what is it? Comfortably late, or what is it? How do you say? Fashionably late. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. You know, it's a woman thing, a fashionably late. Okay, I'd like to open the meeting. Any public comments? We ask you to come to the podium, give your name and address, and you got 3 minutes. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to approval of the previous minutes of board meeting number 9 from Wednesday, March 8th, 2023, and approval of bills for payment.
So move?
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Journal entries.
Motion to approve journal entry number 1.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Okay, agreements. Convention and Visitors Bureau. Linda.
Good morning, everyone. Letter A is an agreement with travel boards for advertising in the 2023 Ohio Turnpike map, which is out at all of the service plazas along the Turnpike. $2,970, non-general, and that has a 1-year circulation. Letter B is an agreement with Cantor and Associates for hotel lodging tax audits during 2023 in an amount not to exceed $10,000, non-general.
Okay, thank you, Linda. Pat, you didn't take yesterday off, did you?
No,
Oh, I thought maybe, you were celebrating that big, but didn't you turn 50 yesterday?
nope, I turned 51 yesterday.
Uh-oh. Wow. I was giving you the benefit of that. I was thinking you were still in your 40s. I would have moved you up to 60 if I knew you were 51.
Yeah, some days we feel like that, though.
Oh, happy birthday yesterday, Pat.
Thank you. Commissioners, letter C is an agreement with Meridian Healthcare for drug testing services in the estimated amount of $3,400, and these are non-general funds.
Thanks, Pat. Jobs and family. Audrey.
Okay, good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Audrey, Nancy, and Jim. Letter D, Job and Family Services Agreement with the Sheriff's Office for CSEA 4D processor server in the amount of $89,912.76. FFP reimbursement, $59,343.42 from non-general. Thank you.
Thanks, Audrey. Risk management.
I'll handle that. Kathy's not here today.
Kathy's on.
This is agreement with Dr. E.A. DeCellis for independent medical evaluations for the medical management of workers' compensation in the amount of $10,200, and it's non-general.
Okay, thanks, Audrey. Sanitary.
Commissioners, letter F is an agreement with FITA Freightliner. This is for diagnostic testing and repairs to the 2009 Freightliner Vector truck in the estimated amount of $5,936.53, non-general funds. Letter G is a line extension agreement with Ohio Edison to upgrade service at the Deal Lake wastewater treatment plant in the estimated amount of $8,341.16, also non-general funds. And letter H is an agreement with Comprehensive Work-Life Solutions for EAP services for 2 years in the amount of $3,000, non-general funds.
Thanks, Pat. Sheriff, Joe.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Joe.
I is in agreement with Greenwood Chevrolet for the repair of the 2021 Chrysler Voyager in the amount of $2,340.60, and it's stock general.
Were you driving that, Joe?
Yeah.
Like it. Okay, motion to approve agreements.
Motion to approve agreements A through I.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Change orders, facilities. Alan,
Morning, Commissioners.
morning.
Is change order number 1 with Red Lake Transmission for additional repairs to the 2011 E150 van in the amount of $80. General.
Okay. Motion to approve change orders.
Motion to approve change orders 3A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Okay, resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions number 1 additions.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes. Okay, resolutions. Commissioners OMB.
Commissioners, item A is a resolution approving the following vouchers for Ohio Revised Code 5705.41 in the following amounts per departments. Tyler Technologies, $400,594.30. That's data. And John Spriegel Cleaning, $677. That's the sheriff's office. I do have Alex here from the auditor's office, who's going to talk about the data one, right?
I could if you want.
You don't have to.
Good morning, Commissioners, Audrey. Good to see you guys.
Morning.
Okay, basically, with these rural obligation payments, you would have to have a purchase order before you get the invoice. That's kind of what happened here. I know we are in transition with the data board and trying to get a new IT director there. And that's one of the things we came across, and that's why it's on here today.
Okay, thank you.
And I want to say that's our regular maintenance agreement for our financial system. It's always on. It's a normal ongoing cost. Item B is a resolution requesting certification from the county auditor for estimated property tax revenues to levy a tax outside the 10 mil limitation for the Mental Health and Recovery Board. And I believe I have Dwayne here.
It's always confusing because it's a renewal.
Good morning. We're that time again. If you remember last time we combined 2 levies into one to save money, and it passed. And now this is renewal, and we're asking the commissioners to put on put it on so the auditors can do the evaluation. And those dollars, as you know, we use those to pay a lot of the services in the county, a lot of the non-traditional services that wrap around all the individuals. And I brought 2 contract agencies with me. I don't know if they want to say anything, but they both receive levy dollars. So Joe or Vince, you want to say anything? I know Joe always has something to say.
Yes, yep, I do. Commissioners, I mean, this is very important from a levy standpoint for the people of Mahoning County. We operate 3 residential treatment facilities here in Mahoning County, the Doris Bergman Home, the Crisis Stabilization Unit, and Horizon House. And those, the Crisis Stabilization Unit sees in excess of 450 people on an annual basis. And the long-term facilities of the Doris Bergman Home and Horizon House really help individuals with severe and persistent mental illness and addictions transition back into the community so that they can go back either with their families or be on an independent level. And unfortunately, the state of Ohio does not support those types of programs per se, and so local levy dollars are very, very important to be able to provide residential treatment for the residents of Mahoning County.
Joe, we all know who you are, but in case people listening don't, could you give us your name and who you represent? And
My apologies, Commissioner. Joseph Caruso, I'm President and CEO of Compass Family and Community Services.
thanks, Joe.
Hi, Commissioners. Good morning. Good morning, Audrey. Vince Brancaccio. I'm the CEO of Health Network in Northeast Ohio. As most people know, we are the safety net for the county, and we provide the suicide crisis hotline as well as our 211 information referral service. We also provide homeless outreach for the county and housing, and the Mental Health and Recovery Board supports these efforts and makes sure that we can continue to provide these vital services. So support of this would be greatly appreciated.
Thanks, Vince. Anything else, Dwayne? Mark?
They got it all.
He's the finance.
Yeah, well, the numbers are the most important thing, you know, so. No, we appreciate you coming here and appreciate especially Joe, you and Dwayne, everybody being part of the Campus of Care. We had a great meeting the other morning or the other afternoon for about 3 hours, which gave us a great opportunity to get an update on the Port Authority and all the things that are happening with economic development from Sarah Lown and Anthony Trevina and all the board members. It's extremely impressive sitting there and being educated really from Sam Cavelli and Ed Moransky, you know, two of the most successful people in this valley that volunteer their time on the Port Authority, and all of them spoke highly of the port and their job that they've done for economic development and for all of the participation of campus and Meridian Services and so many different entities at the Campus of Care. And Dwayne, you know, we can't thank you enough for you and Audrey and how you've brought it to the point where it is today. So, and Sarah with the port and, yeah,
Andy.
yeah, so many people. Yeah. But it was really nice, other than the fact that the $25,000 scoreboard didn't work.
35. That's what he said.
I thought he said 25, wow.
Okay.
You know, it seems like all this technology and, you know, and we can't find that one IT guy to make it work, you know? It's like, thank God we have Mike Adams. Is he still here? No. Anyway, okay, thank you. All right, JJC, OMB grants.
West Gilson.
Oh, okay.
Hi, guys. Good morning. How is everybody?
Good.
We're asking for a resolution to support the application with the Ohio Supreme Court's technology grant in the amount of $74,147.15 with no match required. The grant will help implement, we'll get new computers, scanners, and software that will implement text message reminders to the public to attend court hearings.
Okay, thank you. OMB grants?
Good morning, Commissioners. This is a resolution in support of the Rural Industrial Loan Program, Rural Industrial Park Loan Program, application for economic development benefit.
Sarah.
Do you have any questions?
We have Sarah here, Anna.
Oh, okay. Sarah? Hi.
Sarah, did you want to speak on it?
Well, yes, thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. This is on behalf of the Regional Chamber partnering with Pat Holdings, and they're going to establish operations right next to the Macy's Fulfillment Center and build a second building and a third and a fourth building. They've got 4 phases going, and so this industrial park loan program will help them favorable terms finance this project, and we appreciate your support.
What kind of company would that be? Is it just?
They do auto parts. He's from Austintown.
Oh, good.
And they do auto parts. Yeah, unusual, overseas auto parts, and they're gonna do some light assembly and warehouse and
Wow,
distribution.
that's great.
Sarah, is it
Local guy.
included in our enterprise or our TIF?
It's not.
It is not.
But they are aware of the TIF, and they may go ahead and pursue one. They may want a publicly dedicated roadway through there. Still working out the details of the development plan.
Do they have any parts for a 69 Firebird?
I'll ask just for you.
Thank you.
Does it end?
I'm telling you, believe me, I can vouch that it never ends. Okay, Sheriff's Department.
Commissioners, E is a resolution approving the agreement with WellPath LLC to extend the comprehensive mental health and addiction services for inmates per unit pricing for 2023 and with renewal options. F is a resolution of necessity to purchase one 2023 Express golf cart for the Wingall golf cart sales in the amount of $12,750, and that's to supplement the units within our fleet. And G is a resolution of necessity to purchase one 2020 Dodge Charger and one 2018 Jeep Renegade from the Ohio Surplus Vehicle Depot in the amount of $17,850.
Okay, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Okay, motion to approve resolutions.
Motion to approve resolutions A through J, or G.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
yes.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ritchie?
Yes. Okay, that was painless.
Very fast.
All right, well, any department heads or electeds like to make any comments? Audrey? You got that look in your eyes like you're just waiting to say something.
No, I'm good. I am actually good today.
Yeah.
Of course, it being St. Patrick's Day weekend, there's so many events going on in town, including a special event downtown, but we are also welcoming the first weekend of Ohio Athletic Committee State Wrestling Championships at the Belly Center. All of our hotels are filled, our restaurants are gonna be packed. Tie that in with St. Patrick's Day, please be patient when you go for a table at a restaurant. But thousands of people will be coming through the doors of Cavelli this weekend, as well as next weekend. We're so glad they continue to come here and hold that tournament. It's a great economic boost to the area.
It is.
Great, thank you, Linda. Make sure you don't let anybody with a PA plate over. Keep those plates. Carol?
Well, just have a very safe holiday if you plan on going out tomorrow. And get a driver, or whoever is gonna be there, get a driver. We have a lot of great things going on in Mahoning County. When they say there's nothing to do here in our valley, boy, are they wrong. Anywhere from Warren to Youngstown through Columbiana, there's so many things going on. So you have activity every day if you'd like to be busy. Great restaurants, just be safe and enjoy the weekend. That's it. Thank you, and thanks, Dwayne, for everything you do with mental health, and Joey and Vince, and you as well. Mark, what everything. Of course, you're the finance guy. You should have been number one on the list. You're the one we decide we're gonna take the money, and then you go bananas and walk all over Audrey, and what is she doing? What are they doing?
He's like Audrey, he keeps me straight, and then I break the news to
Very easily.
him.
But it's all for good cause, so it doesn't matter. We're helping our people.
Yeah, I'd like to agree with what Carol Rigetti said. We thank you because we know how important your jobs are in this community. You're trying to help people who are hurting really badly. So I have no problem with those dollars going to your agencies, and more should be going to your agencies, in addition to not only the money, but expanding bed space for people can get off the street and have a place to come and try to get out of the life that they're leading. And if they don't have that bed space, then they remain on the street, and then they remain in that lifestyle. So you guys are the all-star team. Joe, you've been around forever. Dwayne, I got to hand it to all of you, Vince, for what you do for our community. It's very important. Sometimes a lot of people don't pay attention because, it is private with what people are dealing with. So I have to hand it to you. And I just want to say, Sarah, thank you for that wonderful meeting we had at the Port Authority. The updates were wonderful. There's a lot happening in our two counties and our state. So thank you. I hope you hold another one very, very soon. I enjoyed it very much. A little shorter. No, it was
Yes,
good.
no, thank you for coming.
Yeah. And we all survived the St. Patrick's Day parade. It was freezing out, but we still had the candy going to the kids. The kids were all wrapped up in blankets. They were like statues there, frozen. That was a cold day. I felt it actually, but we all had fun and everybody come out. It was a huge procession of people. So people love to celebrate. Have a safe weekend and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks. Yeah, I too would echo the sentiments of my colleagues. the campus of care and the meeting we had and, just, the best part was when we're all tied up in a meeting and all of a sudden you hear all these little kids screaming and hollering and you look over and they're all coming out of Alta, and it just brought a smile to everybody's face because, just like when you're sitting in church and a little kid cries or screams or hollers, I mean, that's what it's all about.
And
It's
they all
about
wave.
kids, it's about helping
Yeah.
people, it's about moving forward and, and with your levy dollars are so important to make sure that we remember the people that need it the most because the state has left us in the lurch, both with the DD, the mental health and recovery boards. They have continued to cut and continued to take funds, change the direction of funding, and it's incumbent upon us locally, like it is for almost everything. The state cuts it and we have to plug it in locally. And so many communities will see that in the next couple of years when all the ARPA funds runs out. And, they have to go back to the well looking. And, the local people can't afford all the levy upon levy and on their property taxes, the state, has got to step in with a lot of these issues with mental health and recovery and developmental disabilities and do things that are necessary to help people because people like you and your organizations have done a phenomenal job and it can't go unnoticed. So it's, Dwayne, how many years has it been since we merged the boards?
Six or seven.
Seven.
Seems like yesterday.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And it's really,
happened, a lot of good stuff.
yeah, it does. We thank you for that. Talking about the St. Patrick's Day, it was cold. And, there were so many cars just parked along the side of the road with the kids sitting in the cars. And you're thinking, what the heck, you got to get out there, rough it up, come on. So that, and also wanted to comment about last night, we had an opportunity to go out to Coatesville and present them with $144,000 for their fire department. And it was actually their awards night for their firemen, their policemen, Mike and what's JR, is the fire chief's name, do you remember? Whitman? Wakeman. The fire
Warren.
chief, police chief.
Warren. Sorry.
Yeah, and Mike Morris, the police chief. We're all there and what a phenomenal job the trustees had, a really nice ceremony honoring probably a dozen different people and swearing new police officers in. So we thank the Coatesville trustees, Phyllis and Jim and Jerry did a nice job and Christine her husband works for the port. So a lot of good work going on there. So, and one thing that I'll be remiss if I didn't, I got to go to Packard Music Hall last week and see Left End. And what an amazing night it was. I'm telling you, the band was as tight as it ever was. And you thought, well, Dennis isn't there. Dennis is a legend, and he wasn't there. But there was a young man from Vegas that is actually, and I didn't realize this, Patsy Palumbo, the drummer, his son-in-law was the lead singer in the band, and he did a fantastic job. So they played for 2 hours. It was a great night, and it brought back a lot of old memories. I used to own a nightclub, and they played at my bar every Sunday night. So it was good to see all the old Left End gang, the whole bunch. And they had like 2 lead guitar players, and they both were there, and the bass player, Roy Guerreri, who hadn't been in a band for a long time, and just a good night. So they said it's not going to be the last one either. So maybe we'll get them at the amphitheater. Linda,
That would be
you can
great.
set that up.
No.
They were supposed to go to the amphitheater and then COVID hit.
Were they? Huh, nice. And Leanne Binder, she was there doing backup vocals. She's an amazing singer from the Valley too, so. Okay, with that, guess I'll quit talking so we can get to the staff meetings. Motion to adjourn.
So moved?
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficant?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.